An effort led by Senator Chris Murphy started yesterday morning. He calls it an emergency response. It looks to stop Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos' plan to use a federal grant program to arm teachers.
The education world thinks this is a good idea. It is not allowable by statute.
The Federal Education Department is looking to use the Student Support and Academic Enrichment Program as a way to give federal funding for firearms to school districts or states. DeVos has held the position that it should be up to states to decide whether their teachers should be armed or not. Connecticut residents are split on the issue.
I think so, for the safety of the kids. I'm a gun owner myself, so I think is a good idea.
It's really up to the individual to carry a firearm for their protection. I do believe in protection, but there's a point in time in schools, no.
It's not just an issue of whether teachers should have guns in schools. It's an issue of if they are allowed to have guns in schools, who should be the people paying for it?
They shouldn't be responsible to front the cost for protecting their students and themselves.
If teachers shouldn't pay for their own guns and federal dollars shouldn't fund it, who should pay up?
So if states want to use their own dollars in order to put guns in schools, they can have that discussion. From a policy perspective, I don't think that we should be encouraging guns in our classroom, and I absolutely don't think that the federal government should be funding it. So I know this debate is going to largely play out in states, but federal taxpayer dollars shouldn't make it easier for states to make what I think ultimately is the wrong decision.
The enrichment fund DeVos is looking into using is a $1 billion program that was originally established 3 years ago to give students better access to art, music, technology, and mental health services. The language in the grant doesn't explicitly prohibit the use of those funds for firearms, but Senator Murphy says other bills, like the Safe School Act passed in March, do explicitly prohibit the use of education dollars to buy weapons.
Congress has said that if you are using money to make schools safer, it cannot be used to arm teachers, because we, Republicans and Democrats in Congress, both think it's a bad idea.
In Hartford, Taylor DiCello, Fox 61 News.